Prestige Club was the most expensive restaurant in Manhattan. Powerful people met there every night, and no one ever imagined that a single waitress would change everything. Jasmine Williams, 29 years old, walked through the hall carrying a silver tray. She once had a respected life as a doctor of linguistics. Today, she worked 2 jobs, slept only a few hours, and tried every day to pay for her mother's medical care. Then, the room went silent. Richard Blackwood, a 52-year-old real estate tycoon known for his arrogance, threw a stack of money on her tray. "I'll give you $100,000 if you serve me in Chinese," he said loudly. People turned to watch. The rich guests froze, waiting for the show. Jasmine looked at the money. It was enough to pay her mother's bills, enough to breathe again. But she also knew this was not about money. Richard wanted attention. He wanted to embarrass her. "What's wrong?" Richard laughed. "Is 100,000 not enough? My friends here will judge your Chinese." 3 Japanese investors sat at his table, uncomfortable but silent. Jasmine took a deep breath. "I accept." Richard's smile faded for a moment. Then he recovered. "Good. If you fail, you'll apologize here in front of everyone because I know you can't even say thank you in Chinese." People whispered. Some laughed. They thought she was crazy. What they didn't know was that Jasmine was once Dr. Jasmine Williams, a respected professor, fluent in 9 languages, expert in Chinese dialects. But all that ended 3 years ago when her mother had a stroke. Medical bills destroyed her life. She lost everything, including her job. Richard kept mocking her. "You people always want to be more than you are," he shouted. The investors shifted nervously. They were embarrassed for him. The waiter brought the special Chinese menu, full of technical culinary terms. "Describe 5 dishes in Chinese," Richard said. "If you do it, you win. If not, you kneel and apologize." Jasmine nodded calmly. "I would like to make it more interesting. If I describe the dishes, explain their cultural meaning, and give the regional background, you double the offer to 200,000. If I lose, I work here for free for a month." The entire restaurant gasped. Richard couldn't back down. "Fine. Deal." Jasmine opened the menu. It was almost the same as the menus she studied during her research years in Beijing. She began speaking in perfect Mandarin, clear, confident, and professional. The whole room went silent. She described Sichuan mapo tofu with exact tone pronunciation. She explained the cooking technique, the meaning of the flavors, and the cultural background. The Japanese investors stared at her in shock. "That's perfect Mandarin," one whispered. Then she switched to Cantonese, fluid, natural, authentic. Richard's face turned white. "Who are you?" he stammered. Jasmine finally revealed the truth. Dr. Jasmine Williams, PhD in computational linguistics, specialist in Chinese dialects, former university professor, fluent in 9 languages. The investors were stunned. Richard tried to deny everything, but they ignored him. They had just watched him try to publicly humiliate a brilliant woman. "You owe her 200,000, one investor said coldly. Richard's hands shook as he counted the money. Then Jasmine told him to apologize to everyone for his prejudice. He did, loudly, as the whole restaurant watched. 6 months later, Jasmine sat in a large office as Director of Intercultural Relations at Tanaka Yamamoto International. They had hired her after witnessing her brilliance that night. Her mother received the best care. They moved into a spacious apartment. Life became stable again. Richard lost everything. The investors canceled their deals, videos went viral, his company collapsed, and he ended up working at a car dealership. Jasmine rose higher than ever, proving that real power comes from knowledge and dignity, not money.